Hello, everyone. My name is Arturo Mendez, and I'm with Rayo. Back in 2021, I was living in Houston, and we actually had a winter storm. And yes, that's right, Texas does have winter storms. For 2 days, we had temperatures fall below freezing. But just with those 2 days, this is the result. Our pipes broke, and they started flooding our homes. And these are actually the photos from inside my house. This is the type of destruction that just 2 days caused. So now I had air from the outside infiltrating into the living spaces. And the problem I had was I had my family with me, and I was really trying desperately to provide shelter and protection for them. So for 2 weeks, we had no electrical power, we had no water, and we also have freezing temperatures inside the home. But we did have one saving grace. I had a natural gas fireplace. Now, throughout the year, I only thought of this as a luxury. I turned it on maybe once a year, but now this became a life-saving appliance. So we were saved by an alternative source of energy. Then I moved to Brownsville, and I found that there was no gas available in my new neighborhood. So I was still searching for an alternative. I started doing some customer discovery, and I found out that 65% of people, yes, would like some backup energy in their home. But really the real problem is that 100% of people, bar none, they all wanted to save money on their electric bills. So how can we solve this problem? Well, here are some of the current solutions. Right off the bat, gas generators would not work because, well, I still need to mention it, because they're not designed for continuous use all year long. They also require constant refueling. And in a disaster, one of the things that runs out first is gasoline. One other solution is solar panels, because with batteries. But the problem with that is that it's too expensive. It's about $60,000 for the entire home system. And another solution that a lot of people unfortunately fall into is solar panels without batteries. The reason this doesn't work because it's connected only to the grid. So during a blackout, you still have no power. They still do not work at night. Even if you were able to hook it up to your home, you do not have power. And it doesn't really save you money because in states like Texas, the power companies buy your power at 1/3 the price that they sell it to you. So herein lies the opportunity to build and offer a mid-sized solar generator, one that's powerful enough to power the essential electricity in your home, that's affordable, let's say starting around $2,000, but that's expandable so you can power not just one section of your house, but your entire home eventually, and one that's open design so that you yourself can power it. So who are the competitors right now? So we have competitors like Blue Eddy, which is expandable, but it's not powerful. That one is really meant for cell phones and laptops. The real big players are EcoFlow and Anchor, and now they are powerful, but they're very expensive still. Even comparable systems to mine are twice as much, and they are not open architecture, meaning you cannot modify anything inside of them. Our solution is a solar generator that includes batteries, inverter, and charger all in one neat little package. And it's plug and play. All you do is plug it into solar panels, and you're good to go. Now you have solar energy in your home. And you don't need that many panels. You don't need about 4 panels for the system. How does it work is that you place the solar generator in your home next to your electrical panel. And here in the Rio Grande Valley, it's usually in the garage. And what you will do is you will connect it to the circuits that you want to power throughout the whole year. So you actually are using solar energy throughout the whole year, and this is how you're able to save money. Because that part of your home that used to be powered by the electric company is now powered by solar power for free. So this is a way for you to get your savings 1-to-1 instead of the 1/3 price. And when you need the emergency shelter, the lights go out in the grid, you already have power. All you have to do is walk into the room. You don't have to go get tools and generator, flip switches. You just simply walk into the room and it already works. The market for this is huge. By 2030, it's going to be $50 billion worldwide, with US being $5 billion. And the actual market for portable solar generators will be $1.6 billion. Our model is to have direct sales between $2,000 and $4,000, and we want to get up to 100% margin because we want to remain very cost effective. Our growth is very conservative. We want to start with just 1 customer per month, but by the second year, we want to be at 4 customers per month. And then after that, we would like to have exponential growth. Beyond residential, there's other opportunities for this system, like emergency response teams that want to deploy quickly in the field with a plug-and-play solution, agricultural farmers that have a barn in the middle of nowhere and they need power, And also the RV industry, especially aging RVs that somebody wants to replace their old generator with a solar generator. The team is comprised of me. I'm Arturo Mendez, and I'm a mechanical engineer with electrical experience. I have built solar systems before in the past, and I have 15 years experience designing systems for use in off-grid use offshore. And I've also worked locally here in factories in manufacturing. The next steps right now is to get product designers for the final product, to go through UL listing and any patent applications. And we need about $40,000 for development and SBIR funds. Our timeline right now is to try and get research and funding and have our final working model by the beginning of next year. And offer it to the public by June of next year, after we get UL listing. With your support, we're gonna be able to build a manufacturing site here in South Texas. We're gonna be able to boost local high-tech manufacturing. We're gonna deliver the best available solar technology to the entire US, and we will be able to highlight what a gem of manufacturing the Rio Grande Valley is. All of this while providing cost savings to residents and also shelter for our residents in the case of a disaster. Thank you very much. We are Rayo Solar.
Mr. Rayo, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
You have a very affordable solution. I would like to know how many watts can your product generate?
Oh, so right now the system is made to be powering 3,000 watts, which is very conservative. 3,000 watts is equivalent to 2 circuits in your home. So you are able to power, let's say, a window unit at a full power, and also laptops, whatever else you would power in a regular circuit in your home.
I'm curious about how you are planning to make your model less expensive than some of the competitors in your market. Can you say a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so I've thought about why are they so expensive. Well, they really have a lot of older technology, and they're not able to get the latest and greatest technology with a modular system like this. At the prices, even for this unit, I can build the specs that I mentioned for about $1,000. So other companies, they have also a lot of overhead. They have, I don't know how much overhead they have, but they're very expensive. So I don't see why we couldn't build a more affordable system, and it's actually modular, and then people can modify it themselves.
Thank you.
Hi, great presentation. Hi. I'm wondering, have you considered regulations in this, like because of electricity and manufacturing regulations for batteries?
What kind of freeze?
Manufacturing regulations for the batteries, because you're using battery to...
That's right. So right now, we are integrating technologies that already exist. So that's why I say that we're able to integrate the latest and greatest technology. Right now, the latest and greatest technology is manufactured with lithium iron phosphate, but very soon we will have solid-state batteries. And let's say you have this system and you want to upgrade to solid-state batteries, you just take out just the battery and the rest of your system is still good. So you can actually replace it. With the other guys, you can't do that. They're closed-off systems. They would love for you to buy a whole new system for another $7,000 or $8,000.
All right, thank you.
That's time. Thank you.
Thank you very much.